What's up, guys? Matthew from Master Battles, and today we've got a brand new series on the channel, Pokemon Shining Pearl. We're playing Pokemon Shining Pearl. So I did like a total intro for this and got my start and everything, and then I reset because my nature was awful. And now all of a sudden we got the screen. I was gonna do the intro on this screen, but it was just starting me right into the game. Jeez. Well, I mean, I guess it's not a bad thing now. I'll just restart the recording. No big deal. I feel like I gotta talk a good amount though, because, so from what I got from Forever the Hobbit, is that his parts are like an hour unedited, and then he cuts them down like 30-ish minutes. And I'm already 15 minutes into the recording technically. So I could record longer though. I'm pretty excited. I really love Brilliant Diamond. Brilliant Diamond is up there for games. The only thing that I really have a problem with it is that the Pokédex sucks. I hate the Synodex. I absolutely hate the Synodex. There's a lot of cool Pokemon, but going through, there's just a lot of Pokemon I myself either already used in the first playthrough, or I've got like no interest in using. Like, I used Alakazam in Trade Evo, and I don't really want to use another Trade Evo. And I'm not a big Medicham fan either. And that leaves me with, if I don't choose Chimchar as my starter, my only other fighting type is like, what, Heracross? That's a pain to get. Probably. Maybe not. Auto-saving is the best because then it saves me everything. So all I did was put my name in and all that. You guys... Maybe... No, I'm not going to chop this around. I'm just going to start it from here. Hey, Barry. So, basically... I was gonna say is, first of all, I am a yawner when it comes to recording my face. I don't know why, like, I don't yawn a lot when I'm doing, like, Beyblade videos, but when I record my face, which I am here for the face cam, I yawn like crazy. So you're gonna have to deal with me just yawning mid-sentence when it's something important. That's just what it's gonna be. So, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was thinking I used 12 Pokemon in the original playthrough of Brilliant Diamond that I had. So I'm going to continue, or I technically use 13 to 14, if you count Dialga and then Weavile, but I dropped Weavile because Weavile has the worst moveset in the world, and I am not using that again. I love Weavile, but I am not using it again. There's better games to use Weavile in. This is not the one. I'll see what it's like in Sword or Shield though, because one thing I want to try is doing this kind of thing with Shield, because one thing with this game is the levels are really low until like the 6th, 7th-ish gym, and then they spike, because when you do like all the galactic stuff, the levels are just like, which means some grinding at the end. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, but it means, you know, with the boxes you can switch Pokemon out to keep your levels down and use more than just 6, which is really cool. So I was looking, and I think I've got 12 Pokemon to use. One of them might be annoying to catch, based on like location. And the other, and there's like 4, I think, that might be an absolute bitch to catch because they're underground. And underground was a pain in the ass when I played the Brilliant Diamond. So, starters, we've got 3 choices. Piplup, the water Pokemon. I love water types. Water type is my go. Usually when there's a new gen, I use the water type first. When Legends Arceus comes out, I'm going to use I'm going to use Oshawott. When for Sword and Shield, I used Popplio. No, Popplio, that's Gen 7. I used Popplio in Gen 7 though. Not every time. Let's see. I used Squirtle first, Totodile first, Torchic first, Turtwig first, Oshawott first, Chespin first, Popplio first, Sobble, that's his name. Sobble first. Favorites? Not all of those anymore. For each gen. Anyway, Piplup is a fantastic type. It's water steel as Empoleon, and I love it. I used one in my Platinum playthrough. Good Pokemon. And I was doing Sun with Wonder Trade, and I actually got one of these with the hidden ability, which is pretty sweet. I think it's Defiant. Chimchar. I love offensive Pokemon. I was trying to decide for Brilliant Diamond if I wanted to go with Chimchar or Turtwig. And I decided on Chimchar because I just feel more comfortable with Chimchar because I like speedy Pokemon. And also firefighting is an awesome combination. People are like, oh, firefighting, because we had 3 gens in a row. But Emboar is cool, even though it's not my favorite stat line wise. Blaziken's awesome, and Infernape's awesome. Also, there's like 3 fire types, 4 in Shining Pearl, but there's three that are available in both, and that is Chimchar, Ponyta, and Houndoom. So fire is always good to have, but I'm using Turtwig because, as I said, this is the original starter used in Pearl, and I haven't used it in the longest out of all of these. So I would like to use Turtwig. Ground is always good. Grass is good because I'm not using Roserade again, and I'm not sure what other grass type I get. Grass type's not a must though, but it's nice to resist because it resists ground. That's big for me. So does Bug. So let us pray that Turtwig is a good nature. I'm gonna have to do this all over again. Turtwig used Tackle. Ooh, that was a crit. Of course it was. I was about to say that was a lot of damage. Last time it did like a third. So use Tackle. I've always really liked Turtwig though. We'll see how it is now because like when I used it I was really little, but now I'm older and I definitely have like preferences for types and also preferences for stat lines. I like fast offensive Pokemon. I love Darmanitan because Darmanitan's got a big HP stat, so it's got some bulk to it. I don't like really slow Pokemon with a low defense. And that might sound odd, right? Because like most Pokemon have probably high defense if they're really slow, or at least something to go with them, right? I mean like Gigalith, for example, right? Without Sandstream, pretty poor special defense, so special defense hits just like eat through it, and that is like kind of difficult in my opinion to use. I think Gigalith is really cool too, but and like Gen 5 again, Emboar. I don't think Emboar is better than Darmanitan anyway. It's got a cool move set with like, you know, being able to Scald and stuff. And Wild Charge, I think. But like, you know, Darmanitan can get the fire and the fighting coverage. And it's also way faster. Careful. Plus special defense. Okay, we're good. That's fine. It doesn't have to be like amazing nature. It's just got to be not bad. So, there is our starter. Turtwig. Oh yeah, so I didn't talk about this yet. So, I want to talk about the layout. So, I made this layout all by myself. I'm pretty proud of it. So, I tested a lot of pictures for the background, and I settled on this one because it's pink and blue. And I made sure I was adjusting the color on it, and there's a point where the pink goes away and becomes more bluish. I was like, let me get it to where it's like maxed pink without changing any other colors. It's kind of wild, but I think it's pretty cool. Then there's the Pokemon Shining Pearl logo in the top corner. There's 12 Pokeballs because we're using 12 Pokemon total. As I said, I think I said right because I had to reset for nature. And then it did the opening, so I just graded all the opening. I'm really I'm really excited to use 12 more Pokemon. I'm only gonna use one overlapping for my other playthrough. Well, 1.5 for my last playthrough. Because there's one Pokemon, if you know me, you know exactly which Pokemon it is, that I absolutely love, and I have to use it again. It's also, there's actually one thing that I could use instead, and ForeverTheHobbit's using it, and I won't say what that is until later, but that is an option to do that. Let's just run. Okay, the one thing that might throw a wrench into my plans is if I'm able to do that still. I know you can get Jirachi and Manaphy and Mew, and I've got Jirachi and Manaphy and Mew on my other game. And I'm not gonna lie, Jirachi would be kind of cool. I've never used Jirachi. Mew would also be cool. I just prefer Jirachi. I like it a little bit more. So that's gonna be the question. That would kick something off my team, and I'd have to think about what that would be. Because right now there's a couple Pokemon, like there's one Pokemon that I feel like would be really annoying to catch, but I don't want to kick it off my team because I think it's my only of that type, and that type in my opinion is a pretty good and useful type overall. You know, it's one that I think would struggle if I didn't have it, so I don't really want to ditch it, but it's like, you know, who do I take? I'm gonna have to look over the Pokemon that I thought about using, and I need to see their types and think, okay, who can come off? Because I already tried to take one off because I was missing a water type. I was like, I don't want to go through the game without a water type. That is like an absolutely anti-me thing. I always use water types. This is the... Nope. Okay. Not there yet. Boof. But I've got some ideas for some Pokemon. Let me think. Off the top of my head, there's... Yeah, it's like really tough because I probably want to take over some that's overlapping on types. I've probably got the second. I think I know without thinking too hard. Ah! There's a yawn. I think I know without thinking too hard. I think I know what I'd take off. It's Pokemon I'd like to use, but if I have to, I think I'd take it off for Jirachi. Because I'm not sure I've got a Psychic type out of all the Pokemon I thought about that I've got like on my list if I would like to use this. I don't think I actually have a Psychic type. So, my Psychic type last time was Alakazam. I'm not a big Psychic type user, generally. It's not my favorite type in the world. If you guys saw my Pokemon types tier list, that gives you a rough estimate of what my favorite types are. Because I think I put subtypes a little bit higher than maybe. Ah! Because they were, because I like them. Psychic has always been one of my least favorites. I just don't love a lot of Psychic type Pokemon. There are some cool ones. Off the top of my head, what Psychic do I like? Alakazam was good. Would I use it again? I'm not actually sure. I don't know. I don't love Alakazam. It was good, but it's not my favorite. What other Psychic types I've used? I've used Ralts. I've used Gardevoir and Gallade, both. They're cool. I like them a lot. And what other Psychic types have I used? It's hard to think of Psychic types I've used. I just don't use Psychic types like at all. It's like Rock type. Except Rock type's got some cool Pokemon like Rampardos and Gigalith and Crustle, who I've used. 6. Oh yeah, okay, more to the layout. So then I got the purple, you know, background here because there is some purple, but it's mostly pink and blue. So the purple stands out. It's kind of a different shade than the purple that's here. Leafage. Oh yeah, that's a move. I forgot they made that move. Ugh. I got a yawning problem when I record. Oh, let's not jump down yet. Okay. That'd be bad if I accidentally jumped. Then you got the question of the day in the bottom. The badges will go there, and the question of the day will be a bit smaller, most likely. And then webcam's in the bottom right, and webcam is my phone screen. I'm gonna be adding that video and shrinking it and setting it there. And this is the base layout. You know, I'll add the Pokemon when I get them. So like Turtwig, you should see there now, and then I'll probably put it on the actual layout itself once it's there, because I don't want to have like 10 pictures in the editing software. If they don't change, then you know, no reason to keep them as separate things. And then the other thing, oh yeah, the Pokeballs. I actually made those myself. I made them with circles and 2 rectangles, and I think they're cool because they're see-through, and I think that works really well. Forever the Hobbit is outline around his badges. I'm not gonna have that. I've got an outline against the webcam and stuff. Oh yeah, nickname, yes. So we have a male Turtwig. Okay, so the naming theme is gonna be like kind of anime in general, not entirely anime though. In this case, it's not gonna be anime at all. It's gonna be Fire Emblem, which is still kind of anime, but not entirely anime. So Leo uses Brynhild, and Brynhild is a tree, you know. So that's what my thought is, because this is Torterra, and Torterra has a tree on his back. You know the Pokemon Professor episode where they have the, was it the World Torterra, and everybody lives on its back? And what's the World Torterra on? Another Torterra, which is on another Torterra, so it's 3 Torterras, you know, rotating in space or whatever. Making fun of, like, flat earthers. That was a really fun episode of the Pokemon Professor. Okay. Rowan studies Pokemon. All the data, I suggest you this Pokedex. Yes, I will. So, I'm not going to say what Pokemon. If I didn't say this before, one Pokemon's going to be kind of annoying to catch because of its the way you catch it. You can take a guess at what that is. And 4 of them are underground, or platinum Pokemon that are underground. And I'm going to catch them. The moment I get that thing, I'm going to go underground, and I'm going to be catching all of those Pokemon. Even though it's going to be really annoying and really difficult. Hope you guys liked the intro. I was thinking about the intro, and I was like, it'd be really funny if I played Pokemon Emerald with, like, you know, my phone looking at the thing, the game screen, and then just cut to this right away. Okay, Lucas is moving on. I'm not going to be afraid to cuts, but I'm trying to talk a decent amount. Especially in this case, because I said I don't want to have a recording that's like an hour. So I would like to try to talk a good amount so I can just not have to do a lot of cuts. Or at least for this first episode. If I start from scratch, or I start from 0, and then just kind of like go, Sure, I can cut a good amount off of it, but I'm already starting at 15 minutes, and I don't want my base recording to be super, 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 super long. What are we supposed to do now? We're gonna go talk to Barry. Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah, my mom's got my back. Who's got your back? You know, the football commercials. Speaking of which, the Bengals are in the playoffs. I am so excited. There is nothing that makes me more happy, and we are gonna beat the Raiders. And we're the first game. I saw a really funny meme, and it was like, "Congratulations, you're invited. Ben Roethlisberger's retirement party, hosted by the Kansas City Chiefs." I can't believe they made the playoffs. I'm gonna be rooting for the Steelers though. Knock the Chiefs out. Excuse me, is my little Barry here? Oh no, he's not. Oh, the newest left Barry. What to do? The boys chat about going on a rush and then he bolted. So headstrong and reckless. I at least want to take this. Not to worry, Don will deliver that to him. Won't you, Don? Maybe I want... Oh yeah, no, it's just the parcel. It's not the town map. Well, the town map is in the parcel. I was saying, no, maybe I want 2 town maps. But I guess Don doesn't know that yet. Talk to Mom again. Okay. You're forgetting something. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm forgetting the hat, right? There we go. Don's got a better design than Lucas, and Don has always had a better design than Lucas. Lucas' design is not nowhere near as good. Off you go. I'm gonna go here to Barry's house again, because I remember when Forever the Hobbit, or I guess it's just a Harrison, right? Because that's his name. When Harrison was playing this, Barry Tyler the Grotter as usual. He shines over on the greatest turn ever. He can't sit. I wonder who he takes after. I forgot where it was who he was talking to, but the like his mom or whatever. I think it was maybe his mom. Was like, "You and Ligma have always been close," because he paired Ligma. That was super funny just to see that, you know. Whoa! Moving backwards in my chair. I feel like I got no balance if I go backwards. So there is a Starly. We don't have Pokeballs or anything, so I'm not gonna worry about fighting these. I'm level 6. I'm not fighting Barry right now, so we'll keep going on. Am I gonna be getting anything off of these early routes? You will see. Originally, I had Geodude for a bit, and then I switched to Onix, and Onix ended up going off of my team. I caught a Rhyhorn, which I still haven't evolved yet because I've been grinding random Pokemon up, because there's a few Pokemon that I just kind of like really want to use. So I've been leveling them up so I can just stick them into my team whenever I want to. And then, I swear, Pokemon appear like every 2 steps in this game. It's so obnoxious. Anyway, and then, I caught Badoo pretty early, and that was... Roserade was like top 6. I didn't use my top 6 in my Elite 4 because I was going by like types and stuff and what's good, but Roserade made top 6 easy. That was a great Pokemon. So, Jayblader in his, what was it? It was the, what's it called again? It's not called the Lovelock, is it? Or is it the Lovelock? What the one where the Pokemon are connected. Well, that also I guess could be a Soul Link, couldn't it? Anyway, he had green tea because he used a drink theme, a beverage drink theme. Then Harrison had Mountain Badoo. So I was like, let's do Gatorade because it rhymes with Roserade. So I had Gatorade, and Gatorade was great. I really liked Roserade a lot. Roserade was fantastic. I'm using one next too. I was kind of trying to like, I don't want to use too many Pokemon. I want to use new Pokemon, but I also want to use Pokemon that I just used. But I was like, you know, Roserade is like in the game. Like this is Gen 4. Let's use Roserade. And yeah, no regrets. I used Pachirisu as my electric type though over Shinx, which was really interesting. But honestly, I think in this game you can afford to use just about anything. Now, does that mean I want to go use Floatzel? No. I despise Floatzel. I know there's probably a lot of people like Floatzel. I used Floatzel in X and Y in a Wonder Trade round. I had Meganium, Floatzel, Steelix, Chandelure, Alolan Muck, and Dragonair. Meganium is an awful starter. I like Meganium, but it is bad. Floatzel had a terrible moveset. Did not get moves it needed until way too late, and just did not hit as hard as you'd like. Steelix is really tanky, and that's all it has going for it. And then Alolan Muck was pretty good. I actually liked Alolan Muck. And Chandelure I love. Super happy with Chandelure. That was easily the MVP. Dragonair, the Elite Four and Sun and Moon, you don't fight them at a high enough level that you have Dragonite yet, so even now if I go into the game, I've got a Dragonair. Did he give me Pokeballs? I wasn't paying attention. Trainer card! You know, if I'm playing this on the dock, how do I clean my badges? That is the real question. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. I didn't notice you had that on the back. Okay. Pokédex. Turtwig, Starly, Bidoof. We haven't seen Chimchar yet. Okay, so with that, let us save the game right here. And I'm gonna... No, just kidding. I'm not gonna off the episode. Way too early for that. So we're gonna run around. And we are going to find a Bidoof. I do not want to catch a Bidoof. Can you guess what Pokemon we catch? Oh yeah, the question of the day, as you can see, is which starter Pokemon did you choose and why? Turtwig was my original starter, so I wanted to use it since I used Chimchar last time. And I used Empoleon and Platinum, so this is the one I haven't used. There we go, Starly. I'm not looking for Shinx. Shinx is not going to be my electric type. Now, I love Luxray, so you might be asking, why do you not want to use Luxray? Simple as, I hate physical electric types. No, well, I don't like physical electric types. I think it's annoying having to use Spark, Thunderfang, or take recoil damage. But, more importantly, what was it? Oh yeah, I used Luxray and Platinum. I used, okay good, didn't die. I used a Luxray and Platinum, and I also used one in Omega Ruby. No, Alpha Sapphire, because I did a Wonder Trade. I used Wonder Trade in those games to get cool Pokemon that you normally wouldn't get. And then I used them instead. I used a Luxray there on that team. And I also leveled one up because Luxray hadn't really been in the game since Gen 4. Yeah, I used one in Oris, but it's not supposed to be in Oris. So I once the DLC came out, I went ahead and leveled one up. And it's not one of my higher level things, relatively speaking. I've got like 40 Pokemon leveled up and EV trained. It's not one of the higher ones though, so generally if I need an electric type, I go to Luxray because it's my lowest electric type. So, I've used it a lot. Do I want to use it again? Not really. I like Luxray as a Pokemon. It's not my favorite to use though. We need a Starly nickname. So, this is a male Starly and it's a bird. So if we're doing anime and Fire Emblem, or okay, wait, I got this. Okay, not that this is like the same type of bird, but we are absolutely. I was watching Ruby the other day, Volume 8. I should make a video about it. But I had Raven the Haunch Crow and Diamond because it was a female. So let's go with Crow. Crow's awesome. Check summary. Calm. Damn it! That's another shitty nature. Okay, finally, I found one that works. So I accidentally used female on Crow because I couldn't figure anything out, and it was Hardy, and I would have used it. And I was like, I'm not using a female Starly named Crow. I figured out a female nickname, but then I just got a bunch of males. So we finally have the Crow. That isn't mine. They're all minus attacker speed. The one that was after the Hardy one was Sassy, which is plus Biff minus speed. And it's like, no, this should not have taken that long. I just wanted a Starling. That wasn't total doo-doo with its nature. We're sticking all of these here, and we're actually going to repurpose this box. Here, change its wallpaper. Some of these are really cool. I wonder why there's like Torchic specifically about Trico, and we're gonna use the Distortion World, I think. There's some cool ones. Like I put this one on, but I don't know, it might be a bit too red for me. I like red a lot, but it might be a bit too red. And then the one next to it is actually Space, and that's what I used. But I think I'm gonna go with the Distortion. I think Distortion looks pretty cool. And this is where we'll put Pokemon when we need to store them in the box that are on the main team. And the Pokemon we catch will go to the other box. So, with that, now that I've got a Starly, we're we're going to save the game. 45 minutes in. And yeah. I think we're going to end off right there. I have, this is the first episode. There'll probably be more cuts, you know, because I'm probably not going to be able to talk a ton. I think I'm just going to cut all the story catching out, basically. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. And stay tuned for, I guess, the next episode, whenever that is. I'm not sure how often these will be, because I'll have to edit them and stuff. But yeah, pretty excited. And I will see you guys in the next episode. And yeah, see you guys later.